Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Medical Device Global Market Access by Pure Global. Today, we are turning our focus to a continent brimming with potential, Africa. As we look toward 2025, the question on many minds in the MedTech industry is whether Africa represents the next great frontier for medical devices. The data suggests a compelling, albeit complex opportunity. Market projections for 2025 show significant growth, with various analyses placing the market value between approximately 4.2 to 10 billion US dollars. For instance, a January 2025 report from Meticulous Research estimated the market would reach $4.26 billion in 2025, with a compound annual growth rate of 7.7% projected through 2032. This growth rate notably outpaces the global average, signaling a rapidly expanding landscape. This expansion isn't happening in a vacuum. It's propelled by powerful underlying drivers. Africa is experiencing a significant demographic and epidemiological shift. There's a rising prevalence of chronic and non-communicable diseases, such as diabetes and cardiovascular conditions, which historically were less common. Combined with a growing geriatric population and an expanding middle class with increased purchasing power, the demand for advanced healthcare solutions is surging. Furthermore, governments and private entities are increasingly investing in healthcare infrastructure. Initiatives like the African Development Bank's strategy to address infrastructure deficits and significant World Bank loans, for example, a $450 million loan approved in June 2024 for Morocco, are helping to build capacity. We are also seeing a push for local manufacturing and the adoption of digital health technologies, like telemedicine, remote clinical services, and remote patient monitoring to bridge healthcare gaps. However, the African market is not without its significant challenges. These must be carefully considered for any market access strategy. Healthcare infrastructure, while improving, remains underdeveloped in many regions. There is a critical shortage of skilled healthcare professionals, and just as importantly, a lack of technicians to service and repair complex medical equipment. It's estimated that over 40% of medical equipment in some areas is non-functional due to a lack of maintenance. From a regulatory standpoint, the continent is a mosaic of different frameworks. While efforts toward harmonization exist, regulations are largely country-specific, often complex, and inconsistently enforced, creating hurdles for manufacturers. Finally, low public health expenditure, averaging around 4.9% of GDP, means that out-of-pocket payments are still very high for many patients, which can limit the uptake of new technologies. So, is Africa the future for medical devices? The continent is undeniably a region of immense long-term potential. The growth is real and sustained by strong fundamentals. However, success in 2025 and beyond will not come from a one-size-fits-all approach. It requires a nuanced, country-by-country strategy that carefully navigates the unique regulatory, infrastructural, and economic challenges of each market. The opportunity is there for companies willing to invest in understanding the local context and building sustainable partnerships. If your company needs help navigating the complexities of global market access in Africa or other regions, consider reaching out to Pure Global. Our experts specialize in providing the strategic guidance necessary to succeed. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.